consider this. If your boss comes and tells you tomorrow that, you know what, Anand, don't come to office from tomorrow. Okay. The reason can be something like the customer is not doing well, the client has become bankrupt, or the business is not doing well. We are stopping this particular line of business or vertical, or we are not doing business in this geography, or we don't need so many senior people or people with this particular experience, etc. Whatever is the reason, if your boss comes and tells you from tomorrow don't come to office, what will happen? I want you and I want myself and everybody to be in that particular zone right now, not when it actually happens in reality. We need to just create this hypothetical scenario and understand, if that happens, what will we do? Okay. What are the immediate actions we will need to take? Okay. First of all, I'm saying this because there are few people who have reached out to me very, very recently. And these are the people who are in the industry for a very long time. They have very rich experience, but they have never bothered about this particular scenario that this can happen to them. Okay. And when things go out of control, then you all of a sudden start to realize, oh, what should I do now? So one of the things of the many that you will need to worry about is your finances. So please understand that if you were in a situation where you will not get any money from tomorrow, how will you manage your day-to-day life? So first of all, you need to have a very clear idea of the budget or the amount that you need to spend to take care of your family and the usual family expenses. All right. So that's the first thing that will come to your mind. So you should always be prepared with some 3 to 6 months of cash with yourself in the bank, so that if this situation occurs, you don't panic. Okay. Second is, you need to understand what are your liabilities or what kind of loans, etc. you have. If you have a home loan, what is the kind of EMI you need to pay per month? If you have a car loan, if you have any education loan, etc., have a good idea of what kind of money you need to pay back to the banks on a monthly basis. And if your salary is the main source, and if the salary is not coming in from tomorrow, what will you do, or how much burden do you have? So you should have a very clear idea of your regular family expenses as well as the liabilities that you have. Plus, if you are investing on a regular basis, let's say you have some SIP or you are buying some shares and stuff like that on a regular basis, so that will also get impacted, right, if you're not making money. So please put yourself in that situation right now. Don't wait for that to happen. Okay. And one thing which I have understood from experience is that it is very important that we have some expert on our side. Okay. So if you yourself are not good at finances, please hire somebody. Okay. Please hire a CA. Please hire somebody who is really an expert and who can tell you, okay, where to put your money and where not to put your money. I mean, real people. I'm not talking about people talking on social media. So hire some expert on whom you can rely. All right. So that's very, very important. And for many who are watching this video and just getting started with your career, please make sure that you start to invest from day one. Okay. So from the first salary itself, you need to start to invest money, because nowadays we are not having careers for 30, 35 years, which we usually think we would have. Most of the times people are facing this job related issues once they are into 15, 20 years of experience range. Okay. So as soon as you start to make money, start to invest a certain amount of money regularly. That's very, very important and non-negotiable. Then you also need to understand what kind of expenses, if any. For example, health related insurance, life insurance, term insurance, all these things need to be in place, because if you don't have a job, or for that matter, if you don't have an insurance, and if something happens and you need to go to the hospital, you need to take care of that as well. So please keep that in mind as well. Now we should also think of that, okay, if I lose my job, the next important thing on my mind would be to get another job. Now that another job can be maybe inside the same company in a different department, for which you will need internal networking, or you will need a job outside, which means you'll have to again network outside the company. So as soon as you get this news of losing your job, you are in a situation where you have to call up people in a panic mode and tell them, oh, you know what, there is a layoff happening in my company and now I'm looking for a job. So as soon as you use the word layoff, people start to judge you. Okay, people start to think, acha, layoff is happening, then why is this guy getting fired? Okay, maybe his performance is not good. People judge you. Okay, whether you like it or not is a different thing. They do judge you if you all of a sudden land in this scenario. So you have to sound very confident you have to actually be very confident of your skills and experience. Okay. So market readiness comes when you are actually having a resume ready and you are ready to push it, okay, on variety of websites. You are ready to send it to your contacts. If you are in a position where you will have to look at your resume from 10 years ago and then update it right now to search for a job, then you have a problem, because then you'll have to hire somebody like me, or somebody who will help you get your resume done. Okay, so you will have to start from scratch. Then you will have to also think of interview preparation. You will have to also think of, oh, why I'm not getting calls and stuff like that. So being market ready is a very important thing. We've spoken about this so many times, but you don't want to get in a state of panic where you will have to prepare your resume, your LinkedIn, your Naukri profile, etc. You should keep it ready every single day. And the third thing, which is very, very important after networking, is staying updated. So if you have not stayed updated with the current technology changes or business changes happening around you, then you will again be in a situation where you will have a lot of experience, but a lot of legacy skill set and experience, to be honest, and number of opportunities outside in the market for that legacy skill set will be less. So staying relevant, staying updated with what is happening in the industry, and investing time, money and efforts to learn something new, always very, very important. Because all of a sudden you can't just put AI or cloud or anything on your resume unless you have learned it, unless you have got trained or maybe certified or maybe gained experience. Unless you've done that effort, you can't just one fine day wake up and put it on your resume, right? That's not how it works. Please put yourself under this sense of urgency. I know you are watching this video and you are probably in a very safe job, and that's a very good news. But then I have spoken to people and I'm telling you from experience, don't wait for that day. Be an action taker and start to take action now.